A very good and happy Wednesday morning and a happy hump day to everyone out there. Landon here in the driver's seat with you, bringing you your weather and night forecast courtesy of On Target. What an immaculate show in the skies throughout the overnight, folks. We have received hundreds of images that you all have shared with us. Spectacular display of the northern lights. Andrew Williams showcasing his views from Edmonson County. Got views out of Hartford coming in here from Jeremy Darty. Pagan in Kentucky showcasing Cedar Springs. We got views from Alvaton all the way down in the Plum Springs as well. What a sight that was to behold. If you missed out on it, folks, we got the opportunity of seeing some more as we work into today and on into the overnight with another magnetic storm that is expected to impact the area, but obviously wanted to kick things off with that out there early on this hump day. Getting a look out there at our current conditions, we have got high pressure located south of the region. This is going to be pouring in winds out of the south and west yet again today. This results in warmer conditions and what we were experiencing here over the past few days with winter making its early appearance out there. We're going to warm up nicely today after another chilly start out there with sunshine dominating for the most part. Warmer temperatures. It's going to be quite nice to enjoy in the great outdoors. Let's jump over here and let's get a look at the current conditions, shall we? Taking a look across the region. Crystal clear skies overlooking our Proclaim Broadcasting Skycam. Overlooking Barren River Lake down in that direction. Crystal clear skies overlooking downtown Bowling Green. The D93 Skycam had a time lapse of the northern lights from this video camera there posted on our X feed overnight. If you have any interest in checking that out as well. As promised, it is a chilly start, and what we are looking at here is the possibility of getting us a little bit more better feel out there in the great outdoors than what we're feeling this morning. We got readings that are located anywhere around the upper 30s to lower 40s region-wide. We're going to be pegging highs this afternoon anywhere around the low to mid 60s. That southwesterly flow should play nicely into our favor, resulting in beautiful conditions in the great outdoors. Let's jump over here and let's break it down on exactly what we are anticipating with the short and long-term model guidance. We're working throughout this morning. We are going to have those wind gusts that are going to stay up between roughly 15 and 25 miles an hour. Then as we work into this afternoon, that pressure gradient relaxes and those winds begin to taper off across the region. Those southwesterly winds is what's going to result in that welcome warm-up here across the region. Readings right around 40 degrees this morning. This afternoon, we're showing highs right around the 60-degree mark. Folks, if y'all been watching this, any of our videos here recently, we talk about southwesterly flow and how models tend to underplay that. I could be looking at some of us hitting the mid-60s this afternoon with those stout southwesterly winds remaining present. We're going to roll into the Thursday time frame. It's going to be the same song and dance. Highs right up around the low to mid-60s yet again. And similar conditions despite a bit of rain chances entering the fold on Friday with highs right around the low to mid-60s yet again. Let's talk about what's going to be unfolding on this sensible weather impact front. All is going to remain quiet throughout today. You can see that area of high pressure and complete control continuing on into our Thursday as well. And then we work into our Friday and we have a few question marks here. We got this little weak perturbation that's going to be working in here out of the north and west. Models aren't really even picking up on it at the moment, but it kind of develops a little bit of sparse sporadic shower activity around southern Indiana and northwest Kentucky and tracks it eastward throughout the day on Friday. So we're going to have some isolated rain chances to deal with as we finish out the work week. And then we roll into the weekend. It's going to be windy, breezy, and very warm throughout our Saturday. You can see these black isobars, the very close proximity. High pressure located to our south and west, low pressure to our north. That's going to create that deep southwesterly flow. We are anticipating highs between the low and mid-70s as we work into our Saturday time frame. We're going to have a weak cold front that's going to pass through here as we work into Saturday night into Sunday morning. That's going to be bringing some scattered rain showers, maybe a stray rumble of thunder along with it. But attention lies, folks, on what's going to occur after we get past the weekend, all right? Let's get a look at the mid and upper levels of the atmosphere, roughly 18 to 20,000 feet up above our head. And here we are rolling into the early days of the new work week next week. Here we are rolling into Monday and Tuesday. We get this trough that's trying to dig in here out of the north and west. And as it does so, you can see we got this ridge that's trying to build in here, trying to quieten things down here for a day or two. But very quickly, as we roll into our Thursday, we get this trough digging down out of the north and west, Wednesday night into Thursday morning. That's going to result in a surface low developing and pulling off to the north and east, and that could result in the opportunity of strong to perhaps even some severe thunderstorm chances for us rolling into Thursday on into Friday of next week. You can see this trough that's going to try to swing through here. We get a little brief break from the ridge that follows on into the next weekend, and then we roll into Thanksgiving week, folks, and these series of troughs are trying to make their way in here out of the north and west. Looks like an active pattern is going to be hanging around throughout that point in time. We can mirror that with what's going to be going on at the surface. Here we are rolling into the early days of next week. We roll into Tuesday. The first passing cold front tries to hang up right across the region. Could have multiple disturbances resulting in a heavy rainfall event along with localized flooding. That'll be something to pay close attention to. And then we're going to end up, by the time that we roll into our Wednesday night on into our Thursday, this is how our surface setup is going to be. We got this deep moisture return getting pulled up and advected in out of the deep south and out of the Gulf. We got a strong cold front blasting in here out of the north and west with much colder air behind it. This is the recipe with a cold front providing all of that lift for that warm, moist air with some instability to go along with that, folks. Rolling into roughly Wednesday evening through Friday of next week is kind of the day and a half or 2-day time frame that we're watching for the opportunity at a significant weather maker potentially impacting the region. So we will obviously be keeping close eyes on that. Taking a look at the severe weather risk, you can take a look at our latest machine learning guidance and our analog guidance. We continue to be portrayed here with a low-level severe risk. Model guidance is currently picking up on it here. We'll be watching it like a hawk and updating you as necessary, but just keep that feather in your hat as we roll into next week, staying a little bit of extra weather aware. Total rainfall amounts here over the next week. This is valid through Wednesday morning. All right, from today through next Wednesday. This will be coming along with the light scattered rain chances Friday, again throughout the weekend, and then we get the active pattern that really begins to take over. But this does not include Thursday into Friday, whenever I think the heaviest rainfall will be present here across the entire region. Full 6-day forecast breakdown, mostly sunny, a little bit windy this morning, but otherwise immaculate. Low to mid 60s on the docket for this afternoon. Clear overnight with lows down in the mid and upper 30s. Folks, if we get this other geomagnetic storm to work in here, we're going to be able to view the northern lights again. The one last night was exceptional, very similar to May of 2024. You could see many colorations with the naked eye. They're forecasting this storm today, hitting around midday on into the mid and late afternoon hours. If it was to hit and be portrayed, we could be seeing another beautiful show in the northern sky tonight. We get a mix of sun and clouds throughout our Thursday. Temperatures around the same valuation. Hit and miss rain chances on the docket for Friday with highs near 70, mid-70s throughout your Saturday and dry as a bone. And then scattered shower and storm chances jump in on the party. Continuing Saturday night on into our Sunday, staying warm, but with a passing front, highs down to the lower 60s come Monday. Friends, it's going to wrap up your Wednesday morning hump day edition of your Weather or Not forecast, brought to you by On Target. You all take care of yourselves and each other. Have a fantastic Wednesday.